would you like to be remembered when you die? Bago pinamali. Sino ba naman ang ayaw maalala ka sa good one?
Hindi niya lang And yes, welcome back to my YouTube channel. And yes, we are finally back. After 3 months of not uploading a video, we are now completely back. And yes, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel, for giving your time and your effort watching my videos. It's just a hard, overwhelming for me, because even though we didn't upload any videos for the past 3 months, you keep on watching my videos, and also you have subscribed to my channel. And just to give you an update, guys, we are now currently at 1,400 plus subscribers, and that's because of you. And I am so thankful for you guys for for helping me out, and by just watching my videos, and at the same time by subscribing to my channel. And I hope that you're learning something from my videos. The main goal of this channel, is what we have mentioned before, is to make sure that we help people who are going through difficulties in life and going through hardships that sometimes we ought to think, or we thought of giving up. But giving some encouragement, inspiring them to move forward is something, or is something that we can help them out by doing these videos, by sharing experiences, giving out some things that I've learned throughout my journey as as a person living in this world. So yeah, I'm finally happy that we are completely back, and I hope that you and your family and your friends are doing great. Again, there's still pandemic. We hope that everyone is safe, and safe and sound, enjoying life despite difficulties. Even though there are hardships in life, there's still always a chance or a time wherein you should enjoy life, right? Living a life, or living a daily life, waking up in the morning, eating breakfast, eating food is already a blessing, and that is something that we should be thankful for, right? Despite of hardships that we might go through, or we might be going through right now. So without further ado, of course, the main reason why we are recording this video is, of course, to make sure that you and I would learn something, would think of something that we should do as as a person living in this world. So I have a question for you guys. This question is something that I have asked myself, and later on at the end of the video, you would hear some answers from my friends too. I have asked them about the question, so I want to ask you this question too, since life is difficult, since life is challenging, and at the same time life is a blessing, wherein death is certain, yet we don't know when that would happen. So again, I want to repeat it. Death is certain, but we don't know when, right? We don't know. No one knows. No person would know when a person would die. So the question, so going back to the questions, the question I have asked myself and my friends is, how would you like to be remembered? Again, I want to repeat, how would you like to be remembered when the time comes when you die? As what we have said earlier, death is certain, yet we don't know when. So while we are living here on earth, a great question to ask ourselves is, how would you like to be remembered? Or what would your legacy be when you and I leave the earth? Have you asked that questions before? Have you asked yourself about how would you like to be remembered? So every one of us is destined to die, right? Every one of us is going to die. yet we don't know when we will die. So a good question for us is that question. Why? Because it would be a challenge for us. It would be something that we should ponder upon, that we should search our hearts and our minds on how we are living the precious life God has given us. Our life is a blessing from above, a life that we should enjoy, at the same time a life that we should give back to Him. Life might be so difficult in some areas, but there is always a way, a solution to every difficulties and problems we encounter. But on how you deal with them, on how you live your life, would impact people around you. And that's something that you will be remembered for. So the question for us is, how would you like to be remembered? You and I, how would we like to be remembered when the time comes that we die? Are we going to be remembered by our loved ones, friends, and families as someone who impacted them greatly in a positive way? Or will we be remembered as someone who impacted them negatively? So which side are you in? The good one or the bad one? So it's just gonna be either of the two. It depends on how are you living, or it depends on how you live your life. Your life is precious to waste. If you're living a life that isn't pleasing in the eyes of God, if you are living a life in which you're ruining the life that God has given you, better to ask yourself, is that what you really wanted to be? Is that how you wanted to be remembered by the people you loved, by the people you care the most? You have a family, you have friends, relatives that loved you, but how are they seeing you as a person? How are they seeing you as a man or a woman who is living his or her life? How are they seeing you? How are you acting in front of them? Again, no one will be able to do something for you. No one will be able to change you unless you change yourself. Things you have to ponder upon is how you live your life, or how are you living your life right now. At work, at school, at the house, or anywhere you go, you will encounter people in which the way you act in front of them, the way you do things in front of them, will leave a mark or an impact to them, and that's how they view, or that's how they will see you of who you really are, or that's how they will remember you.
Would you like to be remembered? Siguro ako as a good one. Sino ba naman ang gugustuhin na maalala ka as a bad person? Siguro sa akin yung mas importante is yung sa family ko, mga close friend, maalala ko as a mabuting tao, matulungin, mapagmahal, which is yun naman para sa akin yung mas importante.
For me, I would like to be remembered when I die. Like, I'm a super kind person to everyone. Like, you can call me anytime at the middle of the night. Kahit natutulog ako, if you have some problem, you can call me. I will be there one call away. Then, such a being funny person for some reason, though for me, I'm not so funny. And that's it. And for my, that's for my friends. Then for my parents, I want them to be remember me like supportive daughters, generous one. Then and for everyone, like always love to travel. Then just always have fun. That's it.
The question is, how would you like to be remembered when you die? For me, I would like to be remembered as a strong, independent woman, you know. That's what I'm telling always dun sa mga first tao na nakakakilala sa akin ever since. Starting na we experience those I mean, times na talagang na-down yung buong family namin dahil sa nangyari. Pero hindi ko na ikukwento ng lahat. Dun ako naging mas matibay. Kumbaga, yun yung naging way or stepping stone ko para magkaroon ng goal sa buhay. And at the same time, simula nung nag-work na ako, I separated myself from my family. Sabi nga nila, success is the best revenge, di ba? Though hindi naman talaga ako, hindi naman ako naghihigante kung kanino man, pero yun yung parang pinakang ipangahawakan mo sa huli kapag naging successful ka na. Maipapakita mo dun sa mga tao, to those persons who belittle you before, na may mapapatunayan ka, may narating ka. And then, sabi nga nila, in every sacrifices that you make, there's a good outcome. So, gusto kong ma-remember ng tao na you're not just only, umaasa sa tulong ng iba. Kailangan nilang ma-remember kung ano yung bagay na nagawa mo at kung ano yung pinakang naging purpose mo dun sa goal na sinisik mo. So, that's it. So, that's how it like me to remember. Okay.
You've heard my friends answer the questions as what I mentioned earlier. I hope that you will be asking yourself too, how would you like to be remembered? I hope that you've learned something from my video or from this video, and I hope to see you soon at my next coming videos. Thank you and God bless you. Bye-bye.